It's Platt, and today we try a collaboration brew. That's next on Platt's Beer of the Week. So what we have here is called Decadent Delight. It's a collaboration between Evil Twin Brewing and Decadent Ales. A little bit about Decadent Ales. It was founded in 2016 in Mamaroneck, New York. Hopefully I said that right or got close enough. It's a nano brewery in town, and their focus was to make high quality, unfiltered beers for the area, for their customer base. They specialize in two styles of beer, high ABV bold stouts and locally sourced IPAs. When I say locally sourced, I'm talking about the kind of the specialty ingredients that go into some of their IPAs. They do have a kind of an eclectic line of beers, including a apple crumb cake American IPA, a mango coconut smoothie Imperial IPA, and Pacific Punch Imperial IPA. So definitely they're pushing boundaries there at Decadent Ales. And they've got probably a perfect partner with that too in Evil Twin Brewing. Evil Twin's story starts back in 2010 when it was founded in Denmark. Now it was considered what they call a gypsy brew, which means they don't have a physical brewery. They may have a headquarters, but they don't have a physical brewery. They, in Evil Twin's case, generally collaborated with a lot of people on brews and would use their brew facilities. Some other gypsy brews will use contract brewing, similar to what Sam Adams did at Start and even Montucky, which we'd reviewed earlier. And Evil Twin did that for about a decade up until 2019 when they finally built a physical brewery in Queens, New York. So now they have a home, finally. If you're unfamiliar with Evil Twin, they have a really large selection of some really unique beers, including Ryan and the Gosling Pale Ale, Wet Dream Brown Ale, and Femme Fatale Brett, a Belgian-style Brettanomyces brew. So you can see these two breweries probably are a good little pairing to produce this beer. Well, before we try the beer, though, let's check out the stats. So this particular collaboration is called Decadent Delight. It is an imperial stout flavored with pistachios, coconut, and cinnamon. So I'm kind of eager to give it a try. Some collaborations aren't always just two breweries coming together. It could be a brewery with an inspiration. A lot of times it's revolving around music. There was Young Henry's collaborating with the Foo Fighters on Foo Town Lager. Dogfish Head and the Flaming Lips came together to work on Dragons and Yum Yums, which just sounds interesting right there. But most of the time it is two breweries coming together. A good example is New Belgium and Allagash coming together for the Viridian Ale. One of the unique things they did there is they ended up swapping yeast strains, which is kind of unique because yeast is kind of a proprietary thing for a lot of breweries. So again, in the spirit of working together, I thought that was unique. The first major commercial collaboration was between Avery Brewing and Russian River all the way back in 2006. So there's quite a history of collaboration in the brewing industry. And I think that's kind of neat because you want to see Coke and Pepsi come together, or I haven't seen Doritos and Cheetos come together for a new chip, but I wouldn't mind if they did. So that's one cool thing about the brewing industry. Well, enough talking about the collaboration. Let's give it a try. Oh, I tell you right now, this pours thick like motor oil. I've got a thin, very dark khaki head. A lot of dark malt. Get a hint of the cinnamon. Let's give her a try. Oh my gosh. That is very viscous. Bleh. Very viscous, very dark, good bit of chocolate. Don't really get any pistachio, get just a shade of the coconut. That is definitely a big, dark stout. At 11.7, I'm not necessarily getting the warming I was expecting in the chest area or whatever, you know, kind of the traditional winter warmer thing. But this is definitely a big beer. Like I said, a lot of body to it. It's definitely on the sweet side. There's not, I don't have the IBU on this beer, but you're not really getting any hop bitterness or flavor. It's not totally out of whack as far as like a kind of a cloy kind of sweetness, but it is a sweet beer. This is a nice beer for the stout drinkers. If you're a Miller Lite or Coors Light guy, I don't know if you're going to be ready for this. I don't know if this is something I would give to a friend who is, again, into the Miller Lite, Coors Light thing. But if you're a hardcore stout guy, I think you'll like this. I was kind of hoping for a little more of the coconut. I think a little more coconut would do with this beer. Pistachio I can live without. But that is something I am going to sip on for a while. You're definitely not going to chug this one. Good beer, though. As a guy who likes stouts and darker beers, this is some good stuff. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Also, please like the video because it lets YouTube know we're putting out good content. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or beers that you would like me to try, please leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bottoms up.